There are many new all-electric vehicles coming out in the next year or two, but in this video we'll be going over 10 of the most anticipated electric vehicles coming out in 2021. That's what's coming up next, so let's get plugged in. Hello everyone and welcome to EV Source. My name is Harry and I'm your host for today's dose of EVs and technology. If this is your first time on this channel, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on the future content. Before we start with today's episode, I just want to briefly mention that the EV Source Discord channel is now open to the public, so feel free to jump on the channel and chat with me and others in real time. The link to the Discord channel is in the description below. Now let's continue with today's topic. The coming few years are shaping out to be the biggest years for EVs to date that will spark the EV revolution, which will shape and change our future forever. The days of ICE vehicles are quickly coming to an end with multiple models to choose from in almost every category. The following vehicles in this list are what I think you should be looking forward to if you've been waiting for more options in the electric vehicle market, whether it be a pickup truck, an SUV, or a sedan. There is no specific order in which the vehicles appear in this video other than going over the pickup trucks first. Number 1. First, let's start off with Rivian's pickup truck, the R1T. The base model is expected to start at $69,000 with a 105 kilowatt-hour battery pack, which translates to about 230 miles of range or 370 kilometers. The efficiency is not exactly at par with Tesla, since Tesla's 100 kilowatt battery packs are giving out 390 miles of range or 630 kilometers for Tesla Model S. Now, of course, the Rivian R1T is a much bigger and heavier vehicle, so we can't really compare them like apples to apples, but it does give a rough idea of how much more efficient Tesla vehicles are. Rivian will be offering the R1T in different trims, each with their own battery size, starting with the 105 kilowatt-hour battery that I just mentioned earlier, another one with 135 kilowatt-hour, which allows 300 plus miles of range or 480 kilometers, and the biggest battery pack, which is 180 kilowatt-hours, that offers 400 plus miles of range or 640 kilometers. The 0 to 60 for this truck varies depending on the size of the battery pack, but the 135 kilowatt-hour pack offers the fastest time of just 3 seconds. The R1T comes with 4 motors, one on each wheel, offering a great all-wheel drive experience and the ability to do this. Rivian's price is not set in stone, so they may still change by the time they actually hit the production line. As we've all come to learn from Elon Musk, making a prototype is easy, but mass-producing a vehicle in a production line is a totally different ballgame. Rivian bought Mitsubishi's factory in Illinois a few years ago, which is where Rivian's range of EVs will be manufactured. The R1T is targeted more toward the mainstream consumers who drive a pickup truck on a daily basis with occasional off-road driving. The Rivian pickup truck offers great performance on-road and way off the road for those looking for an adventure. Number 2. Ford has finally made the leap to electric powertrain and is planning to bring an all-electric variant of its popular F-150 truck. And because we have not seen a prototype from them yet, I wouldn't be surprised if the truck gets pushed to 2022 or possibly even later than that. At the moment, the design looks very familiar to their existing lineup, which might make it easier for the existing truck owners to switch to an all-electric version. The company has not released any more details about their truck, but they're fully aware of the competition, namely the Cybertruck, which is turning out to be the titan of pickup trucks. If Tesla lives up to its promise with Cybertruck's price and range, it will certainly earn this title in its class. But for the F-150, anything less than 300 miles of range would certainly be a disappointment. The price is another big factor that still remains a mystery, but currently it's expected to be just below $100,000. Anything above $70,000 would make it tough for Ford to compete with Tesla's Cybertruck, so let's hope they can keep the price as competitive as possible. Number 3. Next up is Bollinger B2, a truck that kind of resembles the Hummer H1. It may look a bit primitive, but it's incredibly versatile and has amazing storage and cargo capacity. Bollinger supplies its pickup truck with a 120 kilowatt-hour battery pack that delivers an EPA range of 200 miles or about 320 kilometers. The truck comes with 2 electric motors that enable all-wheel drive and a 0 to 60 acceleration in just 4.5 seconds, with a top speed of 100 miles per hour, which is approximately 160 kilometers an hour. Bollinger says the truck will have a 2-speed transmission with high and low ranges for added off-road capability. And to make off-roading experience even better, it will have variable ground clearance that ranges from from 10 to 20 inches. It can tow up to 7,500 pounds and a max payload capacity of 5,000 pounds. Bollinger has not yet announced a confirmed price for the B2 pickup truck, but is expected to be around $125,000. While it may not be for your everyday mainstream consumers, it might appeal to those who haul large and sizable payloads on a daily basis and drive in off-road conditions more often than most of us do. Regardless, it's an amazing piece of machinery and craftsmanship that offers one of the best off-road experiences you could possibly imagine. Number 4. Tesla Cybertruck, which perhaps is the most anticipated electric truck in 2021. Even though Tesla has not made a final production model yet, it already has generated well over 600,000 pre-orders and possibly closing 1 million soon. The truck will go into production in late 2021 and will be available in dual motor and triple motor configurations. The single motor variant will be produced in late 2022. The price starts from $39,000 for the single motor variant and $69,000 for the triple motor variant. Depending on which trim you get, the truck is expected to have up to 500 plus miles of range, which is about 800 kilometers, with a 0 to 60 as low as 2.9 seconds. With a very unique approach with the design and with the use of stainless steel and armored glass, this truck may be one to set a new standard for future vehicles. But of course, only time will tell how well the public responds to it and get used to its unique looks. Number 5. Now moving on to SUVs and more compact vehicles, we have the Audi Q4 e-tron, which is a compact crossover SUV expected to hit the market in late 2021 with a starting price of $45,000. The Q4 e-tron will be equipped with 2 electric motors enabling all-wheel drive with a 0 to 60 in 6.3 seconds. It will be powered by an 82 kilowatt-hour battery pack that will give the vehicle up to 280 miles of range or 450 kilometers. Because of its starting price, it may actually be an appealing option, especially for die-hard Audi fans wanting to switch to an electric car. The e-tron will be met with competition the likes of Tesla Model Y, Hyundai Kona EV, and Kia Niro EV, which have already been out for some time in the same price range. The upcoming models from other automakers will create even more competition in the SUV crossover market. Number 6. Mercedes is working hard to live up to its promise to include 10 vehicles in its all-electric Mercedes EQ family by 2022, now with a third addition to the family, the EQA. It was first supposed to be a smaller hatchback, but it got upgraded to a slightly bigger crossover, most likely to compete with the Audi Q4 e-tron and Tesla Model Y. Mercedes has not updated the specs for the EQA after the initial unveiling back in 2017, so the following specs may change when Mercedes unveils the production version of the car, which is going to hit the market in 2021. The car is expected to have 2 electric motors, providing all-wheel drive with a 0 to 60 time around 5 seconds. It will have a 60 kilowatt-hour battery pack offering 250 miles of range or 400 kilometers, with a quick DC charging that is able to add 62 miles of range or 100 kilometers in just 10 minutes. Price has not yet been confirmed, but it is expected to fall between $45,000 and $50,000. Looking at the initial concept design and the one we saw from a few months ago, which looks very close to a production model aside from the wrap that covers the vehicle, it's a pretty big change from the concept. Number 7. Next up is Nissan Ariya, a small SUV crossover. This concept car was unveiled last year at the Tokyo Motor Show. An all-wheel drive with a 0 to 60 time of about 5 seconds and a battery pack that could offer up to 300 miles of range or 480 kilometers. The price is expected to be around $40,000. A production model is expected to be revealed later this year, possibly this summer. This will be the second all-electric car from Nissan since 2011 when they released the Nissan Leaf. According to Nissan, this will remain the only new EV in the US through 2023. The company is planning to launch 8 electric vehicles by 2023 that will mostly be sold in Asia and Europe. According to Nissan, by the end of 2023, they forecast electric vehicles to account for 60% of their sales in Japan and 23% in China and 50% in Europe, resulting in sales of more than 1 million units. It's starting to look like Nissan is mainly focusing on other parts of the world and leaving the US with only 2 models, which will most likely lead to Nissan losing market share in North America. Number 8. Next, there is the all-new Volkswagen ID.4, which is expected to be their next generation EV for the global market. The ID.3 was the first electric vehicle from Volkswagen, but it's only available in Europe. Both are based on Volkswagen's MEB platform, which stands for Modular Electric Propulsion Platform, but it originally comes from from the following German words that you can see on the screen. So far, we only know that the range will be up to 310 miles, which is about 500 kilometers. The production will start with a rear-wheel drive variant, and an all-wheel drive will be added to the portfolio at a later date. The price is still yet to be confirmed, but it is expected to compete in the same league as the Tesla Model Y and Audi Q4 e-tron. Number 9. BMW iNEXT, or otherwise known as iX. The car that has been dubbed as a Tesla killer for a while now is expected to hit the market in 2021. Not much is known about the vehicle, but this small SUV crossover, according to BMW, will have up to 400 miles of range, which is 640 kilometers, with an 80 kilowatt-hour battery pack and all-wheel drive, getting it from 0 to 60 in just under 4 seconds. The price is expected to be very competitive, around the same range as most of the vehicles previously mentioned in this video at around $45,000. The production model is expected to be unveiled soon. Number 10. Mercedes-Benz EQS. A luxury sedan concept that was unveiled last year is expected to hit the market in 2021, with a toned-down version from the futuristic concept they already teased us with. The EQS sedan will go from 0 to 60 in under 4.5 seconds. The automaker is claiming a range of 435 miles, which is 700 kilometers on a single charge. However, they did not disclose the battery pack's capacity. They're also claiming it will have 350 kilowatt fast charging capacity, which would charge it from 0 to 80% in well under 20 minutes. If this is true, it would have more range than any Tesla today and be capable of charging faster than a Tesla. This would be a real Tesla killer so long as the price is competitive. Currently, the estimated price is expected to be about $96,000, which puts this sedan almost $20,000 higher than the Tesla Model S Long Range Plus. What do you think about these vehicles, and which one are you looking forward to the most? You can let me know in a comment below. And before you go, please hit the like button if you like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on my future content. This helps the channel the most, as it sends a signal to YouTube algorithms that will help promote these videos to others like you with similar interests. And if you would like to show more support, consider becoming a patron. You get exclusive access to EV Source content and will get mentioned in one of my videos. This version of support helps to keep this channel going and will allow me to bring more and even better content to you, the viewers. To see all the member benefits, check out my Patreon page for more info. Thank you for watching this video, and remember to keep charging ahead, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay safe and take care.